Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be exploring the world and uncovering some of the most dangerous places on the planet. From war-torn regions to treacherous landscapes, these places are not for the faint of heart. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be taken on a journey to the world's most dangerous places. North Korea. Starting off our list, we have North Korea. The country is known for its strict regime, state control, and severe punishments for those who dare to defy the law. The country is also known for its nuclear weapons program and its aggressive behavior towards other nations. Syria. Next up, we have Syria, which has been torn apart by a brutal civil war for many years now. The conflict has resulted in widespread destruction and loss of life, making the country one of the most dangerous places on the planet. Afghanistan. Afghanistan is another country that has been plagued by war for decades. The country is still home to many extremist groups who continue to carry out attacks on civilians and military personnel. Yemen. Yemen is another country that has been torn apart by conflict. The country has been hit by a brutal civil war that has resulted in widespread destruction and loss of life. Additionally, the country is home to many extremist groups who carry out attacks on civilians and military personnel. Venezuela. Venezuela is a country that has been hit by a severe economic crisis in recent years. The country has seen widespread poverty, crime, and political instability, making it one of the most dangerous places in the world. Mexico. Mexico is another country that has been hit by high levels of crime and violence. The country is home to powerful drug cartels who control large swaths of the country and carry out brutal attacks on civilians and law enforcement. Honduras. Honduras is another country that has been plagued by high levels of crime and violence. The country has a high murder rate, and many areas are controlled by powerful gangs who carry out brutal attacks on civilians. South Sudan. South Sudan is a country that has been hit by civil war and conflict in recent years. The country is still recovering from the conflict, and many areas are still considered to be dangerous due to the presence of armed groups and the risk of violence. Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is a country that has been hit by conflict and violence for many years. The country is home to many armed groups who carry out brutal attacks on civilians and the military. Central African Republic. The Central African Republic is another country that has been hit by conflict and violence. The country is still recovering from a brutal civil war, and many areas are still considered to be dangerous due to the presence of armed groups and the risk of violence. Sudan. Finally, we have Sudan, a country that has been hit by conflict and violence for many years. The country is still recovering from a brutal civil war, and many areas are still considered to be dangerous due to the presence of armed groups and the risk of violence. And that concludes our journey to the world's most dangerous places. These are just a few examples of the many dangerous places on the planet.